All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and start up in a warm up. So let's go ahead and do side to side lunges first. Come out one side, next. Awesome, good. Let's do some side stretches, reaching up and over. All right, so twisting punches. All right, let's go into some butt kicks next. And into some high knees. Reaching up, squeezing up with those knees. All right, let's go ahead and do some punches. Punching out in front. And overhead. All right, some windmills, arms coming up and over. All right, coming into some squats now. All right, so punching at those hips, just some nice body weight squats. Feet right underneath hips, coming down and squeezing up. Moving through a few of these. Couple more here. All right, get started. Good. Okay, shaking it out. First thing, we're gonna not need any weights today. It's gonna be all body weight stuff. So first thing we're gonna do is a one leg toe touch. So what we're going to do is plant one foot down into the floor. The other foot's gonna be kind of just hanging out to the side. If you need it for a little bit of support, feel free to plant it down. All we're doing is trying to bring both hands. We're trying to come down to the floor, and we're squeezing up. Okay, so we're coming down here and back up. All right. Hold on just a second here so I can get my timer. Okay. Ready? And go. 20 seconds each side. And coming down and back up. Gonna focus a little bit on balance here, making sure you have a focus point as we do this. Maybe you're only coming halfway down. If you're kind of struggling with balance this morning. Good, go ahead and go right into the next side. Planting that opposite foot down before you start. Feeling balance. Then we're reaching down. Breathe. 2, 1. Rest. All right, next, we all need to find a spot on the wall here. So I'll give you a moment to do that. Couple things on the wall. First thing we're gonna do is a wall sit, all right? Good old wall sit, just coming down on this wall, about 90 degrees, and we're holding. Ready? And begin. Pressing through those heels maybe, feeling a little bit more of a burn in the quads as we do that. Breathing. Not here for long, so maybe really trying to press through those heels, really working those muscles. And break. All right, next thing, still on the wall. We're gonna do a wall one-arm push-up. So as we're on the wall, we just have one arm out, right out in front of our chest, right? We're gonna be onto the wall here, okay? 20 seconds on each side, coming down to the wall, squeezing up. Ready, and begin. Making sure the elbow draw is kind of down and back. We don't want the elbow coming out like this. We want it coming down and back like that when we go down into that push-up. Okay? 2, 1. Go ahead, switch arms. Again, we do not want the elbow like this as we're doing this. We don't want it coming out. We want it drawing down and back a little bit. And we're squeezing up. 2, 1. Rest. Awesome. Coming to the floor now. All right, we're gonna do Hindu push-ups. So Hindu push-up, we're starting out in that downward dog, right? And we're sweeping down and through. Coming down and through and up. Sending those hips straight back. Head comes down, through. Ready, and start. Sweep down and through. Nice and strong, make sure we're breathing. Coming back, hinting those hips all the way back into that downward dog. We're going to be able to look through our legs as we do that. And we're swooping down. 2, 1. Rest. Still on the floor. All right. Next, I'm going to come into a bear plank. Okay. So getting on all fours here, knees underneath hips, hands underneath shoulders. It's going to bring those knees up slightly and we're holding. Ready. And begin. Not here for long, so really engaging the core. Breathe. Doing great. Squeeze, 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 and break. Last thing. Last thing. Coming in onto our butt, I'm going to do a V up. So this is basically like a moving boat pose, okay? So we're trying to, you can either just hang out in boat pose if you find that these are too difficult, or you can move through the V up. So you're going to be on our butt here, finding a nice balance on our butt first before we start. And then what we're doing, so boat pose, we're just holding like this, right? A couple different ways. You can hold your legs, hands out, hands back, whatever you want to do. V ups, we're coming back to almost straight. We're squeezing right back up, and knees and the upper body meet in the middle, coming down and up. All right? Ready? Let's go. Coming down, squeezing up. Breathing. Whew. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay. Quick drink if you want one. One time down. We're going to go through 4 more times. Okay. All right. Starting off, our one leg toe touch. First, we're balancing, right? Planking down that foot, feeling nice and balanced before we start. Finding a focus point here. Coming down and reaching down. Again, maybe only halfway. Totally fine. You're able to come down all the way. Ready. And begin. Pressing through the heel, the foot, as we stand up. Feeling that back half, the hamstring, woo, the glute. Good, go ahead, switch. Planting the opposite foot down and reaching down when you're ready. It's important to gain that balance before you start, because otherwise it's not going to end well. And the other foot back, squeezing up with our hamstring. 2, 1, rest. Making our way to the wall. get ready for a wall sit first. Ready? Here we go. Not here for long, right? Pressing through our heels. Maybe sinking down just a smidge bit lower if you want, because we're not here for long. Breathing. Two, one, rest. Okay, still on the wall. We're flipping over for our wall one arm push-up. Deciding what arm you want to start with here. Ready. Here we go. Coming to the wall, pressing up. Gonna work our triceps and chest. Again, elbow draws down. It's not gonna come out when we're doing this. Really feel that squeeze in the back of our arm. So come down and up. Go ahead and switch on your next one. You can angle yourself a little bit more for more of a challenge, or come more upright to the wall if you need a little bit of a break. Two, one, rest. Okay, coming to the floor. Okay, coming down for Hindus. Hindus. Starting out in that downward dog, right? Ready? Here we go. Swooping down and through. Down and through. How low can we get that chest to the floor as we swoop down? Breathing. 2, 1. Rest. Okay, coming right into bear plank next. Ready? And begin. Knees right underneath hips, hands underneath shoulders, knees come off that floor. You really want to feel more of a push or a burn in your core. Make sure you're trying to almost, not necessarily curve a lot, but if you try to tuck that navel up to your spine, you're going to feel that core engage. 2, 1, rest. Last thing, V-ups. Okay, or just boat pose, whatever you decide to do. Taking a breath, ready? Here we go. Come back and squeezing up. Breathing through this, you can do it. Coming back, squeezing up. 2, 1, woo! Taking a breath. See here. Okay. All right. One leg toe touch. Taking the foot down. Maybe even starting with the same foot. Go ahead and try starting with your opposite foot this time if you remember. Planking that foot down, feeling nice and grounded before we start. Ready. Here we go. Hopefully getting better with these as time goes on. It's our third time through. Coming down and squeezing up. Want to make sure we're bending that knee as we come down. We don't want to just come into a straight leg forward fold, right? We want to kind of bend that knee as we come down and squeezing up. Feel that in the hamstring. Good, go ahead and switch on your next. Feeling grounded before you start. all those muscles in the feet as we balance, ankles. 2, 1. Rest. All right, wall sit. Coming to the wall. Ready? Here we go. Sinking down, 20 seconds. Pressing through our heels. Feeling good, breathing. You're almost done already. Pressing through and break. All right. Switching it up, gonna come to the wall, one arm push up. Hit our triceps and chest. Ready? And start. Down and squeezing up with our arm here. Go ahead and switch on your next one. Going right into it. Remember our form, we don't want the elbow sticking out. Nice straight body. Want to make sure we're not kind of hinging at the hips when we're doing this, like so. Want to have a nice straight body into like a plank. 2, 1, rest. To the floor we go. Hindu push-ups. Coming into that downward dog. Ready. And start. Swooping down and through. Bring that chest down low. If you need a variation with this one, you can always do these on the wall as well. Breathe. Couple more. 2, 1. Rest. Hang out for a second. I'm going to do bear plank next. Ready? And start. Bear plank. Again, if we're not feeling much in our core, we can try to squeeze our navel up to our spine. That will engage our stomach muscles, wraps all around to our back. Our back is part of our core. So trying to keep that strong. 2, 1, rest. The last thing, V-ups. Or boat pose. Ready? And start. Down, squeezing up. Breathing. These are tough, but you can do it. Almost done. 2, 1, rest. Another quick rest, walk in place if you're feeling good. You got 2 more times to go. Okay, we're gonna start up with the one leg toe touch here in about 10 seconds. So taking time, making sure we're feeling grounded in our foot first before we start. And nice and grounded. Ready? And here we go. Nice and grounded in that foot. Coming down and up. And that knee's gonna kick back, that front knee is bending as we stand up. Woo. Almost done. 2, 1, switching right into your other foot. Again, feel grounded before you start. Very important. Squeezing up. Down. Squeezing up. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Making our way to the wall. Wall sit. Ready? And here we go. Good old wall sit. Breathe in, pressing through the heels. Getting nice strong legs here. Push, push, and rest. Okay, coming to the wall, one arm push up. Ready? Here we go. 20 seconds each side. Feel those triceps start to get tired here. Making sure we're pressing through with a good form. Breathe. Switching in 2, 1. Go ahead, switch hands, switch arms. Coming down, squeezing up. And break. Okay, coming to the floor. Our fun Hindus this morning. Okay, Hindu push-ups. Ready? And start. Scooping down and through. Bringing that chest to the floor, ladies. Here we go. Don't cheat yourself out. You can do it. Breathe. You're almost done. Swoop down and nice and low. And break. Oh, yeah, we got here. Shaking out those arms. Getting ready for bear plank. Ready? And start. Just breathing, holding this. Navel tucks up to the spine. Two, one, rest. Okay, V-ups. Or boat pose. Ready, and start. Down, squeezing up. Getting a little bit tired in that core, that's okay. Just do what you can. 2, 1, rest. All right, one more break. We just got one more time through. Okay. Okay. Last time through here. Again, making sure we're planting our foot down, right? So all want us to kind of meet up in that area, meeting up and just a nice one leg stand before we start. Feeling balanced, having your focus point. Ready? And start. Reaching down, squeezing up. Last time through, maybe getting a little bit lower than you were before, bending that knee, feeling the squeeze up. 2, 1, go ahead, plant the opposite foot down and start. Doing great, reaching down, last time through. 2, 1. Rest. Legs are starting to feel like jello. Wall sit. Wall sit, wall sit. Ready. And start. Sit nice and low. So last 20 seconds here. Maybe a little uncomfortable, just breathing through. You can do it. Press through those heels. Two, 1. Woo! All right, flip-flopping around, gonna do the wall one-arm push-up. Ready? And start. Squeezing out. Pressing through the hand. Really gonna engage that tricep here. Doing good. Gonna switch in 2, 1. Switch right into the next arm. Coming down, squeezing up, squeezing out. Breathing, using that breath. Our triceps are getting a little bit shaky now. We're almost done. 2, 1. Rest. Okay, 3 more things to go. Just 1 minute left. Can do push-ups. All right, ready? And begin. Swooping down and through. Last time, ladies. Make them good. Make them count. Breathing. You're almost done. 2, 1. Rest. Okay. Taking a quick breath. Of course. Coming into bear plank. Ready? And start. Hands right underneath shoulders or breathing. Knees right underneath hips. Up on those toes. Pressing our navel up to our spine. Not here much longer. 2, 1. Rest. Okay. Last 20 seconds. V-ups or boat pose. All right. Ready. Let's go. Last 20 seconds. Let's make them good. Breathe. Starting your day off to a good start here. Two, 1. Rest. Grab a drink.
I'm gonna get going, Justina. We'll see you later. Thank you.
Yep.
Bye. Bye.
Grab a drink. We're gonna come into cool down here together. If you want one. Okay. Let's go ahead and just start with cobbler's pose. Bottoms and feet are together. Pulling up here. Nice straight spine. And leaning forward with that nice straight spine. Good. From here, we're going to come to the W stretch. So one leg, pulling that back. That heel is coming to our butt here, and we're pulling it back. Feeling a nice stretch in front of that quad. Good. Go ahead and switch. Same thing, feel that nice quad stretch here. actively trying to keep that torso nice and upright. Work a little hip mobility when we do that. Good. Coming out of that, let's go ahead and come to figure 4 next. And hit the outer hip here. Cross one leg over, coming up. Nice straight spine again, and coming forward. Remember, we're trying not to sink into those shoulders. Remember, we're kind of trying to puff that chest out a little bit. Shoulders pinned down and away from the ears. You're going to feel more of a stretch in that hip. Awesome, go ahead and just switch legs. Once you get comfortable, work on pinning the shoulders down and away from the ears. Nice straight spine. Good. Go ahead, come out of that. Let's just do legs together, forward fold, feet are together. It's gonna reach for our toes, heels, shins, knees, wherever we're at, and holding. No bouncing. Awesome. Let's go ahead and come to a seated twist. So we're just gonna bring both hands back behind us. And we're gonna switch. Good. From here, just a seated side stretch. So reaching up, you can clasp the hands over and trying to keep this hip down, right? Feeling that stretch in that side. Good. Go ahead, switch sides. Awesome. Hands are above our head. Then we're just going to cactus them down. So we're going to bend those elbows, draw those shoulder blades down our spine here, nice and slow. Let's go ahead and crawl those fingers out in front. And we're going to reach up together, cactusing down. Good. One more time. Reach out, up overhead, and cactusing down. Good. Roll out those shoulders up to the ears, down. Let's come onto all fours. Gonna work some shoulder mobility. So we're gonna come to lizard with rotation here. So what we're going to do, one hand stays down, other hand, we're trying to come into that handcuff. So we're trying to bring the back of our hand to our back here. And what we're gonna do is draw our shoulder or our elbow, we're trying to draw it down to the floor. And then we're gonna draw up towards the ceiling. Nice and slow and controlled. We never want to do this like quick, in a hurry. This is working around our rotator cuff, so we want to be gentle, but it's a good area to make sure we have good mobility in as well. Good. Go ahead, nice and slow, come out, switch arms. Going through your own pace, drawing the elbow down and squeezing up. Again, we're trying to do this without twisting a lot of the torso. We don't really want to get the torso too much involved. Trying to just work that shoulder area. Good, nice and slow. Release. Okay, what we're going to do next is thread the needle. So you're going to draw one arm up overhead as we look up. Then we're going to swoop it down and under. Drawing our shoulder to the floor, our shoulder and our ear, creating some space between our shoulder blade and the spine here. Awesome. Press up with that hand that's on the floor. Let's go ahead and come back to that twist and back down. Same thing, other side. Coming up into our twist, looking up, and swooping down and through, threading the needle. Arm and ear, shoulder and ear comes to the floor here, creating that space between our shoulders. And nice and slow, coming up to that twist again, and back down. Good. Let's go ahead and come to one of our sides here. Come into kind of a fetal position. Come into a side, knees are kind of up. Hands together.
I gotta go.
Okay.
I gotta go. So have a great week. Okay, let us have on Thursday.
Okay.
Bye bye, everybody. Have a great week.
Go ahead, come into open book, alright? So coming out and opening up here. Feeling a nice twist in our spine, opening up in our chest. Good, go ahead, close that book. On the same side, what I want us to do is we're gonna draw our arm up and over and kind of back, okay? We're kind of doing a one-arm windmill on the floor. So same thing, we're drawing the arm up nice and straight, right next to our ear, we're trying to come out. And we're trying to come down without twisting a whole lot of our torso. I know I am a little bit. Go ahead and come one more time. So coming up, overhead, and back down and around. Good. We're gonna switch sides. Okay, same thing. We're gonna do the open book here. Opening up with one side. Open up our chest, nice spinal twist. Go ahead, nice and slow, close the book. Same thing, we're gonna draw the arm up over our head, back down, and around. And one more time, nice and slow, maybe holding what feels tight for a second, taking a breath there. Good, just a couple more things with our cool down. Come into our back, knees or heels are up by our glutes here. All we're gonna do is kind of do a windshield wiper. So we're gonna open up our hips here a little bit, just bringing one leg, or legs down to one side, coming up, bring the legs down to the other side. Good, then we're gonna hug those knees up. Nice stretch here, just releasing our low back. Couple of breaths. And that's where we will end for today. Have a great day, everyone. Take care.